First up is going to be Ten Hag. He's staying. Ten Hag is staying. Eric Ten Hag will stay at Man United manager. United and Ten Hag are said to be aligned after the club's end-of-season review, a process which lasted longer than 2 weeks and saw other managers sounded out for the role. However, the conclusion from the review was that Ten Hag should remain in charge, and negotiations have begun over a contract extension for the Dutchman because he only has 1 year left. So all that hoopla, all that fart, everyone crying, oh, and me personally, I think it was a good look, man. It was a good look. Keep him. You got to build. You can't be sacking man like Watford. You can't have 250 managers in a season, bro. That has to be. Come on, we got to stop. You got to stop. You got to stop that. You get me?
That's what my team does.
You got to stick to something and see if someone can do a thing. You get me? You got to let him change the whole team because that's the problem with these managers now. I mean, should I say with these clubs is they get a manager, they let him buy 3-4 man. It don't work. They sack him. They get the next manager in. He don't even like them 3-4 players. So now you have to sell them. Right. And then you're going to probably sell them at a loss because they're not doing nothing. It's not good to do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep someone and you got to roll. You have to roll with it.
Stability, brother. Stability.
You got to do your due diligence when you're hiring these people. You get me? He won over here. He's going to win here. The Premier League is a different animal. You have
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. These people that are making these football decisions are not from football.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not from football, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They got businessmen making football decisions.
Jerry Jones. Keep telling you. Jerry Jones. He's an oil man. What the fuck do you know about football? You don't know shit about football. You know about oil.
Yeah, you're right. Same as your guy, Levy. Levy's an accountant. So he don't care.
Accountancy then.
He don't care about no sport, but that's the thing. This is about, like you say, you always say it, this is entertainment now. And entertainment is about what? It ain't even about entertaining. It's about money.
Money.
So who do you want in charge of money? The accountants, isn't it? But they've messed it up. They've messed,
No, they messed it up because the accountants think they're
Listen. It's like, because sometimes that thinking can work. I.e., even though it's a movie, but take heed. Cool Runnings.
Yeah.
All of them, man, had nothing to do with pushing no sled. What you did was, see, this is what I'm saying. You always have to be literal. Focus. Because the bottom line is it happened. The man in the movie weren't Jamaican, but it happened. That's a fact. Right? That's a fact.
Yeah.
Jamaican man went to do the Winter Olympics. So forget about the actors weren't. You get me? Forget that. Focus. So you took a sprinter, you took about 3 sprinters, and then you took some go-kart man. You put them together, and then man did a bobsleigh thing.
Yeah.
So now, this is a business now. They're not looking at it as, this is football. The man ain't looking at it like that. This is a business. I've got to buy man. I've got to buy land. I've got to build a ground. You get? So who do you get? You get an architect to build your ground. You get man to feed your fans. You get the accountant to look after the transfer money. So you ain't got no space for no football man. The only football man is like the coach or the manager. Everyone above has got a certain skill, like Taken. I've got a certain set of skills.
And so has the players.
Right? But what are you saying? So has the players. The players are football.
They're the product. That's right, they're the product.
The business of football, ain't no player stepping into that. Ain't no striker stepping into the accountant. Ain't no defender stepping into, I don't know, how to build a stadium. Them man don't know jack about business. And the same the other way, the business people don't know jack about football. You're meant to have a marriage, but it seems a lot of football clubs have a divide. These men over here do the business, you men do the sport. But I personally think it's meant to be like this. Right now, I'm reading David Dean's book. My God. Oh my God.
That's him.
The,
That's him.
the insight, blood, is different. I've got respect for all of them, man. That all them. I always had respect for David Dean. Always had respect for Arsene Wenger. But now I can talk on it because I've read the words of David Dean. You can't blame Arsene for nothing. You see what I'm saying? You can't blame Arsene for nothing because the only reason he stayed longer is because the bank said you ain't getting no loan if Arsene ain't the manager.
Oh, Ross.
Simple and plain.
Well, you know what?
If he don't put his name down on this 400 million loan for your stadium, we ain't giving it to you. Arsene was loyal, blood. He could have skipped to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
He could have skipped to PSG. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. He could have, yeah.
I like hearing this info. And again, same with Ashley Cole. I've got respect for him now because David Dean said it was the $5,000. $5,000 we could have put onto his thing and he would have stayed. That's our fault. You get me? It's not him being greedy. $5,000, Fives. You mean to tell me you couldn't give the brother $5,000 on top of what he was earning to keep him? You let him go to Chelsea? Nah, that's stupid. That's stupid.
That's my business.
I digress.
That's for business.
I digress. Back to the Ten Hag. I think personally, he should have stayed anyway. I didn't see the big hoopla. You get me? If you watched the whole thing, he had a depleted team. I know everyone has injuries, but he had injuries. He had the Ronaldo thing. He had Casemiro no longer even want to kick a ball. He's like just walking around. Rashford not going back. You know what I'm saying? He had bare drama in his thing, and he still beat Man City in the FA Cup.
Well, listen, that was a good game. That was a very good final. I have to say that.
Yeah, and isn't that when it counts? When it's final time, when it counts, where are you? He beat Pep, blood. You can't sack a man who beat Pep, blood. Because Pep don't play. When Pep's going for trophies, he's going for trophies. That's why these man, it's not like back in the day. Even like Sir Alex and Wenger, you shouldn't be sacking man because they can't beat Sir Alex and Wenger. Them man are great. You can't compare man to that. You shouldn't be sacking man because they can't beat them. If you can get third, you should give man a raise, blood.
Yeah, because I mean,
because them man are bad, man. That's like I have to bring it to your sport. If you're the second person behind any of the top NFL man, be grateful that you're behind. Be grateful.
From them.
See what I'm saying? Be grateful that you're second and the only person above you is prime. Be grateful because that's godly. He's different.
I'll give you a perfect example. When Brett Favre was quarterback at Green Bay, they drew for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers sat on the bench for 3 years.
Damn.
Before he took over from Brett Favre, you know. 3 years, you know, blood. But that's hard. And you're taking in the number one round, round one, as a number one player of the team. You got to sit for 3 years. Brother, they don't even do that shit no more. Bro, you're drafting you giving all this money, you need to, you need to ground running now. There ain't no honeymoon period, warming up. Bro, you better be off the bat.
Yeah, and that's the problem as well with the Premier League now. As much as I understand that, everyone can't hit the ground running. That's not true. Everyone can't hit the ground running. You get me? For instance, if we stick on the NFL, even though it's meant to be about Ten Hag, stick on the NFL. What's his name? Brady. Weren't he picked last? And now isn't he the baddest man to walk the iron thing?
He was picked in the 6th round, 199. So every club passed on him.
There you go.
Every team passed on him.
So picking someone first shouldn't mean you got to start and you got to run and you got to win.
That's right. That's right.
It shouldn't mean that because everyone has to adapt. Not everyone can just run. You get me? We know who those people are.
Well, you know what they base it off? They base it off their collegiate years.
Yeah,
that's how
if we're being honest, none of that matters. That's like saying if you can be a top goal scorer in the Premier League. When it's time to put you into the World Cup now, you don't score no goals.
No, it's true. That's it because there's been I've seen a number of players who get selected at number one in the round one job and they are bombed out their shit. Like what the boy there, Baker Mayfield, Johnny Manziel, Bare flops.
Yeah.
Number one players get X amount of million, but they're bare flop.
Yeah.
Ryan Leaf, bare flop. Jamarcus Russell, bare flop.
That's what I'm saying. But anyway, just to stay on point, what are you thinking about Ten Hag?
Well, you know something? Ten Hag was saved by his little skinny, pink, yeah, like the little piggies, yeah. He was saved by little pigtails. He was fortunate that he got that. Because, man, we could saw the anxiety on his face on the sidelines, bro. He was like, listen, this is my job at stake, bro. Man. Right back now, boy, if I'm going, I'm taking a bag of players with me too.
But also, can I just say,
I'm calling all these players.
Can I just say, that was Fergie was in that same position, bruv.
Yeah, but hear what now? See, Fergie, remember, Fergie came from Aberdeen, you know.
He came from Ajax. He came from Ajax, bruv, and you rate Ajax highly.
Yeah, but I rate Ajax highly. But when you're talking about Aberdeen and you're up in Scotland, in the brother, remember you have to go up against rivals like Celtic and Rangers, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I do Ajax games.
5. That's been done. Look, my man did it with Leverkusen this year. Beat Bayern Munich and Dortmund. It can get done.
But Leverkusen is not a shit club.
But this
Leverkusen is not a shit club.
How come this is their first title?
Well, they're more than there or thereabouts, Leverkusen. They've had some good players at Leverkusen, bro.
I'm not denying that, but they ain't won nothing. This is their first win, Fives. So you can't put them up there. Them man weren't up there. All Stuttgart and them man have done it before them.
Well, let me listen. In the German Bundesliga,
them man there.
Yes. He was at Eintracht Frankfurt. Yeah,
all them man there.
Eintracht Frankfurt, and they're just coming up again.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Now the German league is starting to bubble a little bit. It's not a two-man thing no more. You know what I mean? But
Hertha Berlin, bad squads as well.
Yeah,
but what happens now? In the Bundesliga, they get picked off. These guys will pick them up. Dortmund will pick them up. Bayern Munich will pick them up. All these guys will try to build. Wolfsburg, RB Leipzig, they try to build their clubs. But what happens now? Bayern Munich, because they're the Kaiser, we will take this guy, that guy, and start dismantling your team.
Yeah.
Dortmund does the same.
Yeah.
Then
but do you remember that used to be how the Premier League was? Man United come pick out your team, take Dwight York, take this brother, they just do what they want. Same for City, same for Arsenal. But now, look, West Ham getting Kudus before anybody else.
Well, Kudus had a great African Cup of Nations and he had a good World Cup.
I know, but I'm saying that West Ham got him. Man United didn't get him. City ain't get him. Arsenal ain't get him.
They didn't look at him. They didn't look at him.
Nah, blood. There's no way. There's no way you don't see Kudus, blood. Everyone saw him. Everyone.
They did this season. They did this season.
Nah, last season. They slept
on. They slept on. There's a bagger man who they slept on. Bagger man who they slept on, bro.
Hag should have taken him. He took Anthony instead. Same club he went to.
Well, Ten Hag is supposed to be this genius. And he knows about ballers, and how come he's not taking the players at disposal? And it's a personal team, because he's quite happy to blame Rascal, Jordan Sancho when he's not even in the squad, he's not even on the bench, and he's not even in the team lineup. But you still want to blame him?
Although, before you go there, he's the one who put Kobe Mainoo on the map.
You know why? Because Kobe Mainoo, in his last roll of the dice. That's why. That's like, boy, you know, I've got to hot you. This is the same case of what's taking place in America in the WNBA. Just to go beaten track. You've got a star girl who's going to the Olympics. They don't want to take her because she's a rookie and and all the rest of it. Now, if America loses in the Olympics, any game, they're fucked. The women, they're fucked. They're done. Because they'll be like, boy, if they get knocked out, because other countries are catching up, just like in football, bro. Back in the day, remember we was watching the World Cups back in the day, and you seen Zaire and all these countries with no boots and can't kick a ball straight and all that. Look how the gaps closed in all those years. Look how the gaps just closed to the France to play African Nation Cup teams now.
Yeah, like,
To pay these guys are like Tonk. You know, these guys are like Ross, like powerlifters, bro, and MMA fighters. They don't even look like football players. Pick up like that. Shit, are they ballers? Yes, they are. Only they're from this side of the world.
yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm a big Ten Hag, picking Cody Maynard. That boy is good. He is good. I'm glad he blooded him. I'm glad you blooded him in the first team. That's what you got to do. You got to done to Lionel Messi, you done it to Ronaldo, you done it to R1, you know what I mean, Ronaldinho, all them, and they had to blood them.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I'm
he
saying?
scored in the FA Cup. Didn't he score the winner?
Yeah, that's why he scored the winner. And you know that boosts his confidence. Now he's in the England squad. I will take him, and I'm not taking fucking Grealish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grealish. But we'll get to that. Don't worry. We'll get to some of that. All right. Speaking of England, we're going to come back because I want to talk about this Saka treatment. These idiots.
I sent you the thing in it.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you sent me the thing. Let's go.
Karma is my PT, and he should be yours.
What's up, people? Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.